Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be letting you know the best build in Cyberpunk 2077. Let's get right into it. So it is 4 a.m. where I am right now because I wanted to make sure that I played the game before I gave you guys some tips, so you know that what I'm about to tell you is confirmed from a real player. First, you're going to be able to pick Nomad, Street Kid, Corpo. The decision you make here does impact the kind of relationship you have with Johnny Silverhand. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Just make sure that you pick the right whatever choice you want. If you want to relate to your character as much as possible, go ahead and go with Nomad, because you're gonna be just as clueless as we are. They're gonna be just as clueless as we are when it comes to Night City, so you'll learn with them. Street Kid, basically, they're very street smart. They know the city like the back of their hand. They talk to gangs very easily, so if you get in a mix-up with a gang, you know how to talk your way out with them. You have a lot of connections with the people around you, and you're pretty well known in Night City. I went with Corpo. Corpo, basically, you know the corporate life. When somebody from corporate is talking to you, you know when they're lying and when they're BSing you, and you know when they're telling the truth. You're kind of like a secret agent. As Corpo, you're very deceitful, manipulative, and you're a smart person overall. You're very smart. You basically have the most access to the best tech, gear, and money, just because you know you are living the high life. I recommend Corpo because I like the aesthetic, but this in general is just personal preference. What really matters is the build you make, so this is just whatever you feel like you would want to enjoy first. I would recommend playing all of them through different playthroughs, but I'm gonna go with Corpo because I like the aesthetic and I like the high life, and that's what I would want to go through. And then I'm gonna skip this, and here is where you get to decide your builds. Basically, there's gonna be 3 builds: a Terminator build, a Ninja build, and a Hacker build. Alright, so those are the 3 different builds. I'm gonna let you know about the Terminator build because that's the one that I've come to the consensus that is the best build you can make, because there's some stuff that's like it's way more important in this game than others. Body, the attribute for body basically just means health, melee, shot. It helps with shotgun and LMG, up close fights in general. If you're somebody that likes to be in the action, be in the chaos, just like be taking control of what's going on, you like to fight, you're gonna want to go with the Terminator build, and this body component is gonna be a big aspect of that. Intelligence is strictly hacking. If you don't mind hacking, if you don't think you're gonna do much hacking, if you don't really plan to make that your main thing, do not touch intelligence, please. For the love of God, leave this thing alone. Reflexes is basically just speed, how quickly you move and unlock guns. This is another key aspect, in addition to body, that you're gonna want to keep your eye on. Honestly, with any build, reflexes and body, you can't go wrong. Technical ability is basically you increase armor and unlock certain tech like hot wiring cars, hack open doors, things like that. Technical ability is super I take that back. It's not as important as reflexes and body. However, it's still decently good depending on the build you're making. And then cool is about your stealth and intimidation. So if you want to be a stealthy kind of person and you want to, like, you know, kind of be hidden, you're gonna want to max cool all the way. So first I'm gonna start with the Terminator build, because this is what I recommend people use, because I feel like it's the funnest build to use and you get the most out of like your playtime using this build. You really get to control what happens. So body, max that out, and then you're gonna go to reflexes and max that out as well. And for your last attribute, put it on technical to get that plus 5% on armor. Now throughout the game you will be able to continue to level these attributes up. This is just a minimum, but this is where you want to start out, and you want to focus on body and reflexes, and then you would go into technical ability, and then from there put some into cool, and then lastly put intelligence after everything else, because you do not want to prioritize intelligence if you want to be in the heat of the action. Now for a ninja build, what you want to do put body on 1. You know, you want to be able to do some stuff in close, but not too much. Put reflexes all the way to 6, because you want to have that speed, and put cool all the way to 6, because you want to have the stealth. You want to have the stealth, the speed of a ninja, and you want to be able to do something up close. So this is the ninja build. And then for a hacker, what you want to do is go to intelligence and max that bad boy out. And when you get more upgrades in the game, continue to max out intelligence, because this is hacking 101. After that, go ahead and go to cool. What I would do, put this at 5 and put this at 5. That way you have a number of techno ability and cool. So you have some stealth and you have some extra techno abilities, and you definitely have that intelligence maxed out. As a hacker, I don't really think you need body at all. And reflexes not too much, because you're a hacker. You could put reflexes, but definitely the last thing you want to do is do body if you plan on strictly hacking. Now again, the life paths are personal preference based on what you want to do, but these attributes are going to determine the kind of gameplay and the kind of experience you have. So don't try to be a gunslinger and you're doing nothing but upgrading your intelligence and you're cool. That's not gonna work. You have to make sure you're upgrading the right things, and make sure you upgrade it right the first time, because these are set in stone when you upgrade them. There is something you can do in the game where you can reset the abilities and then place them where you want, but that costs a lot of virtual in-game currency. So make sure you don't have to do that, and make sure you know where you actually want to put these attributes before you go ahead and lock them in. That's going to be it for me, guys. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll make sure to answer any questions you guys have. If this video helped you out, please leave a like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me, and you would be joining a giveaway, so it doesn't hurt. I really hope you guys enjoy Cyberpunk 2077, because this is a game where you get to customize and just play the game how you want to play. You get to do what you want to do. And this is definitely by far a very, very immersive game where your choices, they have consequences. So I really hope you guys have fun playing this game. Again, if you have any questions, drop them down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.